Welcome, race fans. Tonight we are back with the Sim Racing English Cup Series Harpoon Design Season 14, round number 11 here at the Tricky Triangle of Pocono. Last week, the Charlotte World 300, 200 laps. If y'all missed it here on MaxspeedTV, be sure to go back and watch that. The longest race of the season. Usually it's an all-star race and there's no points on the line, but they, with the holidays and everything, it had to be moved around, so they went ahead and raced it and did points like just a regular season race. So please go back and watch that after tonight's broadcast right here. We are at Pocono, as I was saying, the Tricky Triangle. 3 turns here. You all are familiar with this track. It is very long and well, you can get some draft here, but you really want to take care of your car because any slight damage definitely can affect the aero package here. But I do see Brennan Kennedy already in chat. We got 7 out there watching and 5 likes, but I've already got the pre-race analytics up here tonight. An air temp of 74, track temp just went up a degree of 99, so it is a little warm out there. 80 laps here this evening. Stage lap white will be at 26, checkered at 27, 200 miles, 4 total sets of tires, 75% fuel. Pit road here at Pocono is 55 miles an hour with a pace speed of 70. Last season's winner, the 78 of Gary Slapinski, grabbed the pole and took the victory. Will he be able to do the same thing again here tonight, or will we have a different pole sitter slash winner from season 13 to 14? We will find out after 80 laps. Taking a look at the point standings coming into this afternoon. Gary Slapinski is up the top spot at 403. Kyle Heath up a spot into second at 390, 13 back behind Gary. Mark Whitley down a spot into third at 377. 26 behind the leader and 13 behind Kyle. Chris Paff is going to stay where he's at in fourth at 365, 38 behind the leader and 12 behind Whitley. Hunter Hayward up a spot into fifth at 332, 71 behind the leader and 33 behind Paff. Philip Bridgman down a spot into sixth, 327, 76 behind the leader and 5 behind Hayward. Brandon Sheets in seventh. He's going to stay where he's at, 325. 78 behind the leader and 2 behind Bridgman. Robbie Darnell is going to stay where he's at in 8th at 294, 109 behind the leader and 31 behind Sheet. And Jason Adams is going to stay where he's at in 9th at 292, 111 behind the leader and 2 behind Darnell. The other Robbie Stewart, is going to crack the top 10 here, moving up 2 spots into 10th at 264. 139 behind the leader and 28 behind Adams. Jeff Gilmore up 2 spots into 11th, just inside of the top 12, 251. At 251, 152 behind the leader and 13 behind Stewart. Now, Brandon Hartwell is also going to crack the top 12 into 12, up 6 positions at an even 250, 153 behind the leader, but only 1 behind Gilmore. Brian Huntley Jr. is going to fall out of the top 12, however, still in the top 16 and 13 at 249, 154 behind the leader and 1 behind Hartwell. Larry Blair down a spot here into 14th at 247, 156 behind the leader and 2 behind Huntley Jr. Keith Hurlbutt down 4, still in the top 16 as well into 15th at 242. 161 behind the leader and 5 behind Blair. And David Cassidy is going to round out the top 16 up 3 spots here at 209, 194 points, 33 behind Hurlbutt for that 15th spot. And still yet, folks, a lot of racing to go. Of course, tonight, Pocono here, June the 4th, actually, so right on schedule. And next week, 1 of 2 road courses. We will go to Sonoma, June the 11th next week. Asheville Super Speedway to finalize the month of June. And then Daytona 9th for July the 2nd. Old Atlanta. Yeah, you got that right, folks. Old Atlanta, July the 9th. Then July 16th, New Hampshire. July 23rd, Pennsylvania. Back at Pocono, it looks like. So it looks like we're doing double Poconos here. And then to finalize July July the 30th, we go to the Brickyard 200 at Indianapolis for 80 laps there as well. Kind of the upcoming schedule for these drivers here. So still a whole lot of racing in the season to go, and a whole lot of changes definitely can happen. What will happen? Well, nobody really knows. We'll just have to find out. But 8 of you tuning in and 6 likes out here tonight. I'll make sure I get that slideshow race changed here, because I know we are not at Charlotte or at Pocono. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. But I am glad to see you out there, Brendan, and of course 8 of you out there tuning in. We are under 3 minutes to go here, folks, so we are going to step aside and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. The Harpoon Design Sim Racing Lease Cup Series here at Pocono qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket train, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the home of the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Alrighty, folks, qualifying is underway. We're just waiting on the first round of times to come in. Gary Slapinski, his time is going to start right there. Actually, that was his first time. Mark Whitley just completed his first lap. Looks like Kyle Heath also completed his first lap. And here they come, Robbie Darnell as well. So time's starting to roll in here. And right now it is the 13 of the Me Marie Designs machine up at the top with Mark Whitley in second and Gary third. We've got Zach Duchier out here as well. Robbie Stewart, Chris Campbell, Philip Bridgman. It looked like he did go out there and decided, oh, I'm not going to do it just yet. And then we've got Jeff Gilmore as well that is out on track. Right now, though, it's Kyle Heath up in the top. Robbie Stewart just going to go into ninth. Let's see here where Zach Duchier goes to. And Mark Whitley is going to take over the top spot. And Gary going to go into P2. So teammates again right up top, 1 and 2. As of right now, things definitely could change. Still have some drivers, but coming down to over just a minute and a half left. They don't have very much time left to get out here. Eric W. out there, Tara, Brantley, Brendan, glad to have you all. I know I said hi already, but it's always good to get you on live instead of just saying hi in chat, because then it's documented and y'all can't say, yeah, I never said hi. So, we'll get y'all for a hello out there, and glad to always have you guys in here in chat. Looks like 10 of you out there tuning in. I know we got a few more out there that's not talking. I know Olivia's probably out there as well somewhere. So hello, Olivia. And, of course, everybody out there that, of course, isn't talking. Thank you again for tuning in. But right now, Mark Whitley is going to, as of right now, be in that top position with a high 53, 8, 6, and 9. The only driver in the 8s. Wow, what a lap by Mark Whitley. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's an amazing lap, I will have to say. Jeff Gilmore just is on his final lap here. They only get 2 laps. No fast repairs, 3 GWC attempts. Got to take care of the car. Oh, Jeff Gilmore popping the wall. His time is not going to count, I do not believe. Nope, there's the checkered flag, and Mark Whitley is going to grab the pole out here tonight, and he should know the drill by now. If you grab the pole, you're going to get pulled down. So Mark Whitley grabbing the pole out here tonight at Pocono. Of course, Gary grabbed it last season. You're going to grab it here tonight, but your teammate's going to be starting on the outside of you here, bud. Man, talk about it. Pocono, Tricky Triangle, man. Every turn's different, and the way this track likes to go from sun to no sun could change things up a little bit, but talk about it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good lap. Thought I messed up turn 2, the tunnel turn the first lap, so I made sure to focus on that second lap and got through there. I think I gained like almost 2.5 tenths just through that tunnel turn, so able to get a good lap. You know, Gary starting on the outside pole, teammates front row. Gonna try to keep the tires under it and just kind of be there at the end, because kind of bit us car that was almost like camo last week, so we just try to avoid any just sitting cars that we don't know about, and hope for the best.
Yeah, I bit you last week, man, and that hurt because, you know, you were running so well and, you know, just couldn't see it, and blam, you know, just happened so fast. So hopefully it doesn't happen here tonight. We don't need a repeat from last week, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not.
Well, man, is the tires gonna be a problem?
I think if you don't take care of them, they'll be an issue. But if you can take care of them and use them the right way, they'll take care of you.
And y'all get what, 4 sets? We are
3 in the pits.
Yeah, 3 in the pit. You get 3 in the pits, and then a set you start with, so that would be 4. So, Yeah, something like that. Anyway, well, Mark, awesome job, man. 53.869 for your qualifying time. Well enough for that top spot, man. Awesome job. But your teammates going to be right there. Definitely going to be talking to one another. But we're going to let you get gritted here, man. And congratulations on the pole this week.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and in chat, Brantley Roden out there saying my fault last week. We already know that. Mark Whitley grabbing the pole out here tonight again. Congratulations to Mark on Poe's teammate there. Gary Slapinski is going to start on the outside of him in second. Whoa, did he not grid? Uh-oh, something's going on there. Chris Path third, Brandon Sheets fourth, Kyle Heath fifth, Robbie Darnell sixth, Brad Dell seventh, Robbie Stewart eighth, Jeff Gilmore ninth, and Eric Jensen rounding out our top 10. Christopher Campbell in 11th. Ryan Messer of the non-qualifier is going to start 12th. David Cassidy 13th, Zach Duchier 14th, Philip Bridgman 15th, Kevin Rory 16th, Jim Coleman-Sperger 17th, Clifton Ashley in 18th, Keith Hurbutt 19th, Paul Buscohen in 20th, Jason Adams 21st, Gomez, Mark Koshik 22nd. That's it, 22 drivers out here tonight, and where in the world is Gary? He is on pit road. I think he might have missed grid here, folks. So his name is not going to show up. Oh, it did show up in the driver bar. Well, for now, we'll see what happens here when they start the race, because if you start on pit road, usually your name does not show up in the driver bar. So, wow, Gary starting on pit road here. This is odd, and it looks like he might be the only one here starting on pit road. Strange. He might have missed the start. Thinking he might have had enough time to get out here and everything. But anyway, that pace car dives off to the safety of pit road out of 3. Here we go, folks. And the green is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We're racing here tonight at Pocono. I know it is showing. There it goes. Right, Gary, Gary is there. His name's not going to show up because he started on pit road. So we've got no name Gary out here tonight. We know who he is in the 78, so not a big deal. Already, Mark Whitley he has not relinquished the top. Now, Brandon Sheets, I call him a teammate, no teammate. I know he's running kind of he's running the same paint, basically, that Brantley Roden made. Harpoon design, we've seen it. So, I call him a teammate to a no teammate of Gary and Mark here. I'm sure if Brandon's up there with Mark Whitley and Gary that, you know, he's definitely going to be helped out some. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But Brandon did move up into second after starting fourth, and Gary not starting. Gary had a visitor. Okay, all right. Well, that would be a reason why he didn't start. Well, Mark Whitley did lead the first lap here tonight, and things are already starting to kind of single file out somewhat. Getting back here to Brad Dell, Jeff Gilmore, Robbie Stewart. Our first 3 wide here tonight at Pocono. And it's going to happen right into 3 here. And that's going to send Stewart back and out of turn number 3. Robbie Stewart, he got caught on that outside line. And our first 3 wide already. Yep. 3 laps in and already 3 wide out here, folks. And like I said, we're now getting some double file back here with the 99 of Eric Jensen, Kevin Roy, Clifton Ashley, Jim Coleman-Sperger, not too far back, but right here is where the side-by-side action is happening for now. Like we may be seeing a couple more here. David Cassidy comes screaming around Robbie Stewart. Probably not going to fight him awfully too much there. He is going to fall back behind the 17. Gary Slapinski making his, trying to make his comeback here after having a visitor not starting. He is up a few spots, and it looks like we are going to go 3 wide again. Coming down into 1, no, we are not. I think the 10 of Clifton Ashley said, nah, I don't want any part of that right now. A little bit too early for that. Jim Coleman'sberger in the 11, Eric Jensen. So we are kind of stacked up side by side back here. No name Gary trying to get up there. Very difficult to pass here though. Mark Whitley now with an 8/10 second lead over Sheets. Chris Paff hanging out here in the Sun Drop 22. So just kind of piddling through the field a minute. Not a whole lot really going on. Let's get back here to the 12 and the 5. Philip Bridgman in the 5 and Kevin Roy in the 12. We've got some action here with these two. We've got a sideways car back here. Oh, with the 10 of Clifton Ashley getting a little bit loosey-goosey, and I think he might have popped the wall there. See here if we can look at this car and see if maybe he does have some damage. Oh, yeah, definitely some right side damage on that machine for sure. Ouch. That definitely gonna hurt. Not hurt in the long run. He did fall all the way back to 20th, but definitely cost him a few positions. UFO, alien, is that what that is? That's supposed to be a flag there, Eric. 4 of Christopher Campbell. Boy, you got them 2 left side tires real close, if not on that yellow line. Definitely gonna have to be careful. And I'm watching the 78. He's trying to pick them off one by one. He's moved up to 14. No name Gary Slapinski slapped himself, and now he's up to 14. So far, so good. Robbie Stewart, Jim Coleman'sberger, looks like Kevin Roy and Christopher Campbell. They're going to be going at it again. Down into what I believe is turn 2. Yeah, turn 2, the tunnel turn. Let's go, no name. Let's go, no name. There's a guy that broadcast. He's in one of the league races that I do. His name's Timothy, and he did the same thing. And I started to call him No Name Bates, Timothy Bates. I don't know if he's out there tuning in or not, but it stuck, and that is even his nickname right now. Even when he does grid and it shows up, his nickname is No Name Bates. We might just have to give Gary that nickname here, No Name Gary. He's picking them off, though. He's up to 13. Right behind. Boy, he is all over that 11 of Coleman'sberger. Wow. Now, you couldn't have got any club. Oh, look at that 78, man. Man, he took that car to the inside. Now side by side with the 11 across the stripe. Down into turn 1 once more. Man, already up to 11th in 8 laps. Wow. Has not completed it. Well, there he goes. Now he has completed it, so he is in 11th now. Yeah, he moving. Yeah, he is moving. We'll keep an eye on him, but let's get up here. I did see a little bit of a battle here between Gilmore and Delph. Looks like Delph is going to shoot to the inside and make the pass on the 75 of Gilmore for 7th. Robbie Stewart, Eric Jensen, they're going at it back here. The 1924 of Keith Hurlbutt, Jason Adams right up in front of them. They're side by side. Now the 19 is going to pull right behind the 24. Liberty Mutual and Light Team. Liberty Mutual of Jason Adams and the Light of Keith Hurlbut. As of right now, we see, you know, there's not really a whole lot per se going on. Mark Whitley doesn't really have a commanding lead. Only up about 0.6 of a second over Chris Paff, who's now in second. Brandon Sheets third. Kyle Heath fell back into that fourth spot. Bobby Darnell in fifth, rounding out our top five. Jason Adams, Philip Bridgman is falling back a few here to Keith Hurlbut and Jason. Robbie Stewart getting back toward the back of the field. This is where the battles are going on. 10 laps into the 80 here. Although they may be single file up ahead of them, they are not single file back here. Once the tires really start to fall off, though, we will not see these guys go single file or go side by side. They'll start going single file for only a total of 4 sets of tires. Really gonna have to, you know, like Mark was saying, whoa, no, here we go. Are we gonna have our first caution? Oh no, Philip Bridgman got the rough end of the stick on that one, and we do not have a yellow on that. Holy smokes. That is odd. No yellow. There is no yellow. We continue racing. Philip Bridgman gonna get the rough end of the stick on that one. And it looks like he is going to come down pit road. No surprise with him getting the massive amount of damage that he does have on that machine. Go ahead and get a closer look at it. Yeah, look at that left side there. Now, it doesn't look like it's a whole lot. You know, it looks like cosmetic. But if you're not down there driving it, you don't know exactly what it feels like. And I'm sure Philip is feeling every bit of whatever damage he's got from that one. Yeah, probably a few minutes, depending on if there's any, like, you know, radiator damage or any of that too. It could be mandatory repairs as well. Well, you know, I don't know. I can't see any of that. There's No Name again. No Name Gary. David Cassidy, Coleman Spurger. Now we're getting a lot more single file back here to Gomez. That's Mark Koshik. He's coming up on the 3 of Robbie Stewart. Yeah, the fender damage didn't look too bad, but it's that front end damage that was really concerning me. Now, he is still on pit road. So it does look like he either has some required that's got to get fixed, or, you know, he's just sitting there getting as much fixed as he can. He is now 2 laps down. That would be Philip Bridgman. As Christopher Campbell, Keith Hurlbut, Jason Adams, they're pickling one another. Robbie Stewart, Gomez, and Eric Jensen. They're doing some pickling back here. Pickling, they're doing some battling. I'm gonna call it pickling. Doing some good pickling. Watching Brad Delph here. He's got company. He's got the 78 and No Name back behind him. Man, Gary, he's been doing that all night long. Just taking it to the inside, leaving that door open, and he's just making the pass on him like it's nothing. Hadn't completed it here with the 14 of Brad Delph, but down into 1, probably gonna, yeah, he'll finish it up right there. Brad Delph is going to fall back to 9th. Gary up to 8th in 14 laps. Back up front, though. Mark Starting to lose a little bit of time to Chris Paff, down to 4/10. Just half a second. You can see Chris as they snake on the front stretch. Chris following Mark, Kyle following Chris. I think Brandon was even following the 13 there. Trying to stay in the draft. They're snaking back here too. You can see Mark trying to break it from the 22, but the 22 not really allowing the 77 to break it, which is helping out the 22. And the thing that Mark's got going for him right now is the clean air. He doesn't have anybody in front of him to worry about, so the clean air definitely helping him out. The question is, how's his tires here? 15 laps, coming up on lap 16. Already falling off from the start of the race, up to a 54.448 for Mark Whitley. 54.605 Kyle Heath. That was his last lap. Eric Jensen, Gomez, Eric getting around Gomez there for 16th. Gomez trying to figure it out. Started in 22nd, up to 17th. Only drivers started. Now, Phillip Bridgman is back out on the racetrack. Was able to get the damage or some of it fixed as we go ahead and zoom in again on that number 5. So, yeah, you can definitely see a little bit of damage. It's still on the number 5 car, but it doesn't look anywhere as bad as what it did. Still that left front, though, looks a little scratched up, and well, it looks like cosmetic for the most part. So it looks like Phillip might be okay. He will, as long as he's not in a caution. We do happen to get a caution before the stage, then he'll get one of his laps back, and the same thing goes for the stage, and he would be technically back on the lead lap. Now, however, if he is involved in a wreck, he would not be the lucky dog, and nobody would be the lucky dog because he is the only one laps down. But Clifton Ashley hanging out back here in 19th in the 10. Bobby Stewart, Christopher Campbell, Gomez, and Eric Jensen going up into 15th. Eric still putting the pressure on the 19 of Keith Hurlbutt, and then you got Gomez. Got these three too close together in the draft with one another. I'll stay right here with the 1999-33 for a minute. Really look like they're pushing anything. Gary not really pushing any issues. Trying to get around Gilmore here. That will be for 7th. And Gary still hasn't managed to get around the 75. Into 3 and out of 3 already. No name Gary up to 7th. Gary Ghost. Gary's Ghost. Gary's Ghost right there. Must be. Mark Whitley still leading. Not giving up that top spot. Kyle Heath has moved back up into 2nd. Half a second back. A lot of single file going on, though. Robbie Darnell, Brandon Sheets, they're right here together. 4th and 5th, respectively. 2 and the 44. A couple of them still running the red, white, and blue from last week. Memorial weekend, if I can talk. Call him Ghost since I already called Bates no name. Yeah. I think you were even there, Eric, when I started calling Bates no name. You were in chat, actually. And there goes the 44 going around the 2. So Robbie up to 4th. Evan Roy going to make a move over Jeff Gilmore for 9th. We are at lap 21 of 80, 21 of 27. They do have to complete 26. 26 will be white flag, 27 checkered. Age. Mark Whitley, though, has got a little pressure, though. Kyle Heath. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and I like Kyle's car, too. I'm a big fan of the red, white, and blue paint, so, you know, being a veteran myself, some of y'all probably don't know that. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the red, white, and blue. So, a lot of single file right now, folks. Just not a whole lot going on as far as passing wise. We do have Keith and Eric right here. That is 14th and 15th. Just, it does not look like the 99 going to be able to get around the 19. As of now, we'll see here, watching the 99 now. Oh, still not able to do it out of the tunnel turn. Like it is very difficult to pass. Yep, the Bigfoot paint. Mark Whitley. Oh, Kyle right there now. Mark Whitley coming around. We'll take lap 24. And a little surprised Kyle didn't follow the 77, but Kyle running his own line. He didn't need the draft. He is right there on the 77 now. Can Kyle get around Mark Whitley? Did Mark Whitley use his tires up here at the start? Mark Whitley will take lap 25 here. Will Kyle running the far outside line. If he is trying to set up Whitley. Whoa, Kyle, man. Oh, Kyle. He's looking to the inside of the 77. Here we go, down into turn 2, the tunnel turn. Kyle Heath trying to pass the 77. Side by side attitude. Oh, and we're technically still side by side. 13 right there, door to door. 1377 coming to the white flag of the stage out of 3. They're going to make this interesting, folks. Oh, man. White flag in the air. 1 to go for the stage. Oh, there's the caution there. Okay, maybe that was the stage. All right, well, interesting. I thought it would be time showing stage break at the end of lap 26. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Well, I think somebody might have made a boo-boo, or it was supposed to be 25-26. I don't know. I'm reading the notes, and little confusing. All right, well, that's written in alien. Well, I'm not entirely sure what, if there was a mistake on, no, like I said, I'm reading it, if that was a mistake on somebody's part or what happened there, but Mark Whitley is going to win the stage here. Personally, I would have loved to seen that go another lap. Yeah, it was close. I believe Mark Whitley had it, though. So, we'll find out here. I mean, I would assume it would be official. We'll just, let Robbie and all the admins. Had him by a hood length, yeah. Yeah, well, that's why Mark Whitley's still up at the top, because he crossed the stripe. So, he would be the stage winner. I'm just a little confused on the little caution thing there. But anyhow, we'll let Robbie and company figure all that out. They're going to come down pit road here for their first round of pit stops here under caution. And Philip Bridgman is going to be able to get a lap back here, so that'll put him 1 lap down. So all Philip needs is a quick caution when we get things going, and Philip, if he's not involved, he'll get another lap back. And that'll put him on the lead lap. So right now he just got 1 lap. No, Mark Whitley had to back up a little bit. No, stages are ran. When I get the notes and stuff, stages, and it even says it, stage break at the end of lap 26. So at the end of lap 26, when they take 27. So yeah, I don't know. No, there's no green flag stages at all. I do even believe they throw a stage caution, or they get called a competition caution on road courses. And that is the only caution that they have. So Sonoma next week, we will have 1 caution. That will be the stage. Just a little confused on what happened here tonight. Anyway, let's go ahead and get down our stage winner here this evening. And that's going to be Mark Whitley. Mark, got a copy?
Sure.
Are you there, Mark?
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, a little confused on the little stage thing there, but you're going to win the stage here tonight, bud. Man, talk about it. Clean air, man. And you were battling the 13 there of Kyle Heath. Boy, he was right there with you, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, I think he did a better job saving the tires for the end of the run. I was just kind of hanging on when it got really tight. I think I might have overused them a little bit. I was really just trying to get away from the pack and just getting my own clean air with nobody, and it just didn't quite work. So, maybe this time we'll try something a little bit different, try to save the tires a little bit more. So, see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, I was reading the notes and it said at the end of lap 26. So I was like, wait a minute. What happened there? Oh, well, it is what it is. Well, Mark, congratulations on the stage win here tonight, bud. The last half of the race here, man, I do believe y'all's going to have to pit at least several times before, the end of the race. So, Mark, good luck out there, and we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you. All right, well, that is Mark Whitley here, our stage winner. Stages are done. Oops. And I just literally punched my microphone. All right, here we go. It'll be lap 30 when we get the green here. SRU Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Harpoon Design Season 14, Round 11 here, Pocono. Presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Coming out of the tunnel turn number 2. Pace car will dive off out of turn 3, and they will go green pretty quickly. We'll see what kind of jump Kyle Heath can get. Did a very good job saving his tires on that last run. It does look like everybody did take a set of tires, so probably a smart idea to do that. And here we go. Pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road. Kyle Heath and Mark Whitley entering the restart start zone here, and the green is out. Hey, you can go. There we go. We're back underway here tonight. Once the green goes, you can go. Mark Whitley wasting no time, pulling it right ahead of the 13. 13 is going to try and fight back onto the outside. 77 up front. 22 of Chris Paff, Robbie Darnell. We're going to have some 3 wide, possibly even a 4. No, let's not go 4 wide back here. Brandon Sheets, one of those drivers, not afraid to go 3 wide, and if he's got an opening, he'll take 4. I would not take 4 wide, though, still early in the race here at Pocono. Maybe if there's like 2 to go, 1 to go, then I'd go 4 wide, but no, not this early. Watching the 21 there, Zach Duchier. Looked like he was peeking there to the inside of the 12, but not going to be able to get around him. Go back to single file so far. Gary Slapinski, no name there, has moved up. Oh, the 12 and the 44, touch. Whoa, let's see here. That was Robbie Darnell. In the 44, the 12, that was Kevin Roy. Good save by the 44 of Robbie Darnell. That would have been bad. But, wow, what a save. Here Robbie's going to have to change his britches after that one. 3 wide, 14, 21, 44. And that 3 wide didn't last but a second. Out of 3. Alright. Yeah, not really. I mean, I'll go back up here at the top 4 here in a minute. Brandon Sheets, Jeff Gilmore, the 11 of Jim Coleman'sberger, Jason Adams. Now they're all right here together. Throw David Cassidy in the mix here too. The Monster 17. Mark Whitley, Kyle Heath, Chris Paff, Gary Slapinski, no name Gary. Yeah, kind of checking out right now, as you said. About a second back is Kevin Roy. Now, I'm not saying that is a huge gap, because it's not. You know, if something happens up top here with the top four, Kevin Roy is going to be right there. Out of put, of course, Delph and Duchier, Darnell, Sheets, and Coleman-Sperger, and, of course, everybody else right there with them. So just because they're a second ahead doesn't mean anything. Got a lot of side-by-side going on. 17-24. David Cassidy and Jason Adams. Here we go. A battle for the lead again. Mark Whitley, Kyle Heath. Oh, we seen this heat up before the stage, and it's heating up again already. Here we go. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I can reset ATVO, and it'll show up in the driver bar, but we know who it is, so it's, I mean, if you don't know the 78 by now, you probably just need to get out of chat, because everybody knows who the 78 is. That's old Slap himself, Gary. Man, Kyle Heath, he was putting pressure on Mark. Still is, technically, but single file, man. Back here to Phillip. Phillip having some issues. He is only one lap down. Gomez right up ahead of him. That's at the tail end of the lead lap cars. Watching the speeds here too. 192 miles an hour down into one. Kyle Heath. Man, that's fast. .186 into two. Jeez. Zach Duchier, Brad Delph, Robbie Darnell, Brandon Sheets. These four right here together. 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Like Eric Jensen, Christopher Campbell. Gonna lose a spot to Eric. Eric up to 17th. Chris back to 18th. Right, Keith Hurlbay right here in 14th, started 19th. David Cassidy coming around Adams. David going up into 12th. All right, Darnell and Delph. 14 and the 44 going at it. 14. Might as well put Brandon Sheets in the mix here too. Right at the tail, on the tail of the 44 of Robbie. 11 of Coleman-Sperger, pretty much on the tail of the two, bringing along Jim Gilmore with him. You can't get draft here, so these guys that's in close proximity of one another definitely can bridge the gap between one another. Of course, the older the tires, the harder it is. And Kyle Heath, oh, he is going to get around the 77, and Kyle's going to go up to the lead. He's already led a lap, and he is going to lead a second lap here. Oh, 77 giving the 13 a shove. Little bit of a tap here, down into one. A battle again for the lead. I think I'm going to stay right here with these two. 13, 77, 78, 22, because the more they race, the closer those other drivers are going to get. First half of the 22 sitting right there in a bird's eye position. 77 going back to the lead. Okay, so now that I get back up here, we're going to knock their shenanigans off. And we're going to go back single file. See? I think they're listening. Oh! Gary! Slapping the wall. And that wasn't no pun intended on that one. He did. He popped it. Literally slapped it. Ouch. He hit that. He hit it pretty hard. I wonder if there's any damage on that Harpoon Design 78. Let's see here. Well, there is. It's slight, but he did pop it. He must have hit it square enough to where it didn't cause any damage, because he definitely hit it. Alrighty, folks, over the halfway mark, lap 41. Mark Whitley has led 38 laps of the 40 ran here. Kyle Heath has led 2. Those are the only 2 leaders we have had here at Pocono for round number 11. The Harpoon Design Sim Racing and Leash Cup Series. And, you know, I still would not count out Gary or Chris or Kevin, really anybody out on track, because, you know, even though we've seen Mark Whitley and Kyle Heath go at it here for several laps, you know, it's still anybody's race. They will have to come down pit road for sure. Cannot go the distance. No way. And Kyle running his line, just staying up high by close to the wall. That third line, fourth line, whatever you want to call it. And he waits for the 77 to drop it back in front of him, and then he steals the draft on him. So I see what he's doing. Yeah, but they're still going to have to come down. They can't go 40, 54 laps. They ain't no way. They've already been out here 15 laps, so they will have to come down. At 75% fuel, 4 sets of tires. They should have plenty of sets of tires, because we haven't had a whole lot of yellows. Well, any at all really, other than the stage. So 55 to 60. Yeah, and that'll put them out there to make it. Yeah, old Brantley Road out there giving us some insider info. Always good to have somebody that knows what the heck we're talking about. I just don't have time to set up a lobby, go in, do fuel window, do all that. Yeah, ain't no sense in it. And Robbie Darnell, 21. Zach is not going to fight Darnell. He's just going to let Darnell and Sheets go by as they enter turn 1 here. So Zach going to fall back to 8th. Still in the top 10. Started 14th. So still having a good run. Robbie Stewart on pit road here. Now, he just technically entered his pit box. He's only been on there about 50 seconds. Not sure exactly what's going on with Stewart. But Philip Bridgman, he is out there on track. He did just pass up Robbie. Philip up to 19th. Both of them a lap down. Uh, 2.5 mile track, Pocono, 75% fuel. You can go roughly, oh, I don't know, 25, 30 laps. 30 laps. I know it uses up tires. It's different in these cars than it was the Gen 6s. I'm still getting used to these new Gen 7s. Because these are totally different than the Gen 6s. And I had the Gen 6s pretty much down pat for every single oval track. So, you know, getting used to these. And once I get used to these, they're going to end up changing it again. So, yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Heath still putting pressure on the 77. Gary just kind of hanging back here into 3rd. Chris 4th. Chris been hanging out up top here since he started 3rd. I've been running in the top 5 most of the night. Christopher Campbell. Been on pit road a minute. Eric Jensen, David Cassidy, doing a little bit of battling back here. 15th, looks like Brad Delph, Jim Coleman-Sperger. Brad gonna make the pass over the 11. Brad's gonna go up 9th. For everybody just tuning in here to MaxspeedTV, a little bit of a recap on the points coming into tonight. Gary leading the way at 4:03. And Christopher Campbell has taken his car behind the wall. He is done for the evening. Kyle Heath in 2nd, Mark Whitley 3rd, Paffin 4th, and Hunter Hayward in 5th. And that is one driver we are missing, is Hunter Hayward. Not sure exactly where Mr. Hunter's at. Kind of a points cap there for everybody. Otis Kelly ain't even in chat tonight, or not talking anyway. Oh, 24 came up on the 19 there pretty quickly. Adams had to back off so he wouldn't get into the 19. 99 of Eric. Bigfoot Machine to the inside of the 24 now. 48 of 80. Yeah, I would say that, yeah. They come down at around 60. You know, that's going to put them at about 20 laps to go, roughly. And, yeah, I would definitely save some. I wouldn't save a whole lot, but I'd save some. David Cassidy in the 17 is taking his car behind the wall, getting late into the race here tonight. in the 13, starting to snake there with the 17. He might be trying to break the draft from Gary and Chris here. They are sneaking up on him, and Kyle still about half a second roughly behind Mark. Still pretty close. Whoa! Zach Duchier and Robbie Darnell almost had a little bit of a hiccup there. Good save by the both of them. Robbie Stewart moving up to 18th. Philip Bridgman 2 laps down. 2 drivers 2 laps down. Philip and Robbie Stewart. Gomez here at the tail end. He will definitely, he's going to be guaranteed a top 20 here after starting 22nd. Everybody will be guaranteed a top 20. Christopher Campbell in 20th, David Cassidy 19th, Robbie 18th, Bridgman 17th, Gomez, Mark Koshik 16th, and Jason Adams 15th. That's kind of going backwards. Right now, though, it's Mark Whitley, Kyle Heath, Gary Slapinski, Chris Paff, Kevin Roy, Brandon Sheets, Zach Duchier, Robbie Darnell, Brad Delf, Jim Coleman-Sperger, rounding out our top 10. Jeff Gilmore, Clifton Ashley, Keith Hurlbutt, Eric Jensen, Jason Adams, top 15. Gomez in 16th. Philip Bridgman 17th, 2 laps down. Robbie Stewart in 18th, also 2 laps down. David Cassidy and Christopher Campbell have taken their vehiculars behind the wall here tonight. Broby 1. How you doing there, Broby? Robbie not doing too well tonight here, buddy. Third at 8th. Back in 18th, man. 2 laps down. Not having a very, very good night. He's guaranteed, like I said, but a top 20, so he'll definitely get that, but not having a very good evening. You know, it is the Tricky Triangle for a reason. I'm glad you're out there, man, checking in on Robbie. And we've got some snaky going on back up in here through here. Chris Path, Gary Slapinski. Third and fourth battle between these two. Gary's still trying to get around the 22. We got some hearts out there here tonight. All right, thank you for that. If you're new to MaxspeedTV, be sure to hit that subscribe button, the like button, and that notification bell to turn on notifications when MaxspeedTV goes live. Myself, Joshua Medlock, Ezekiel, and I can't even remember who else is over here. Of course, if you turn on notifications, it will let you know when any of us go live, not just for myself. But thank you, everybody, for the support. We do appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Big shout out to Brantley Road and Harpoon Design coming on board again this season to sponsor Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series. Shout out to, of course, all the drivers that come out and race. It looks like the 22 of Chris Paff coming down pit road as we speak. Here comes Kevin Roy right behind him. Brandon Sheets, the 44 of Robbie Darnell. Jeff Gilmore coming down. Jim Coleman-Sperger, the 10. Clifton Ashley coming down pit road. Keith Hurlbut, Gomez. Pit road is busy, folks. That's going to put us at about 25 roughly to go. And here comes Mark Whitley, Kyle Heath, Gary Slapinski, 13 had to lock it down. Zach Duchier down pit road. That will give the lead up to Brad Delph, but has not led a lap. Brad hasn't come down. Looks like Eric Jensen is down pit road here. Brad Delph is our leader currently. You never know, Eric. He could be part of the Bay in Boston. No, this Brad is a dentist, actually. Dr. Delph. I just call him Brad, you know. His wife out there is probably tuning in, Olivia. I think I did say hi to her earlier. Now, Brad did lead a lap, so he will grab a bonus point for that lap led. We are waiting on Brad and Jason Adams to make their pit stops here. That would give the lead back up to, well, you guessed it, that guy right there, 77 of Mark Whitley. But these guys probably kind of banking on a caution here. I do not think they can go the distance. Mark Whitley is eating them up, though, because of those fresher tires. And here comes Brad Delph now down pit road. I would expect Jason Adams to come down right behind him in the Liberty University 24, and that is exactly what he's going to do, is come down pit road. So Mark Whitley would inherit the lead again, or will inherit the lead again, I should say. Oh, and then 14 had to back up a little bit. Ouch. I hurt a little bit. Brad and Jason both going to be off and away. Yeah, pit boo-boos can get you for sure. Well, Mark Whitley is now up 1.7 seconds over his teammate Gary Slapinski up into second. And Kyle Heath in that third spot right now. Chris Paff fourth. Kevin Roy in fifth. Brandon Cheat sixth. Zach Duchier seventh. Battle of the 44 of Robbie. So Robbie is going to go up into seventh. Zach back to eighth. Jeff Gilmore ninth, and Clifton Ashley rounding out our top 10 after green flag pit stops. Jim Coleman-Sperger in 11th. Keith Hurlbut in 12th. Gomez 13th. Brad Delph 14th. Eric Jensen 15th. Jason Adams 16th. Philip Bridgman in that 17th spot, 1 lap down. Robbie Stewart in 18th, 2 laps down, back in 18th. And I think I said 18th twice, but it's all right. And Eric out there rooting on No Name again. That would be the 78. A little bit of a caution recap. Well, all we have had is one, actually, and that was the stage caution. For 2 laps. We just hit 21 to go here tonight. 6 lead changes, though, here at Pocono. However, it's been pretty close race-wise at times between Mark and Kyle and a few others up front. Like Gary's got company with Kyle Heath. Well, I would if I had a crank it up cam here at Pocono. This is one of those tracks I do not have a crank it up cam. 20 to go here tonight, folks, at Pocono. 9:09 Eastern, 8:09 Central. This is what I love about Sim Racing Unleashed. They start early and get done early for Pocono. Mark Whitley around Philip Bridgman to put him another lap down. So Philip back down to 2 laps. It's going to be, it looks like 18 to go as we get the update there. And right now, everything really spread out. Just not a whole lot going on, folks. Kind of what happens here at Pocono is when they do green flag pit stops, everything does start to get a little on the spread out side. But question is there anybody saving enough for a last lap or 2 push? Just to see if they might be able to get a few positions more. Keep this going up, green flag. We will be done here in 15 minutes. Well, I guess what we could do is we could a little bit of a cockpit ride here with Kevin Roy. Start things off. Not going to crank it up or anything. If y'all want to, y'all can go ahead and do that. But I'm going to go ahead and stay right here on the microphone. Kind of give everybody a little taste of what Pinocchio, as I call it, is like, as we do hit the front stretch here with Kevin Roy across the stripe. A lot of shifting done here at Pocono. We get down into turn number 1. And exit turn 1. We'll get to the tunnel turn here, turn number 2 here momentarily. Doesn't look like or sound like he shifted. No. So he did not shift from 2. He did not shift into turn 2. He kept it going. Out of turn 3, though, he did. So it's kind of a little taste of what the perspective of it is, and not trying to give any of Kevin's secrets away or anything, but you know, he is going to be coming around the 5 as we speak, but that is just from Kevin's perspective. Let's go back here to Jeff Gilmore and kind of see what Gilmore is doing. And these bumps too at Pocono, not very friendly either if you hit them the wrong way. Redlining it down into 2. Into 3. Flattest portion of the track right here, other than the stretches. Number 3, turn 3 is pretty relatively flat. Definitely be careful. All right, go ahead and check on everybody. Not really seeing a whole lot. Everybody spread out for the most part. We've got a close battle, per se, between Robbie Darnell and Zach Duchier right here, 7th and 8th, respectively. Going back here to Gomez and Eric Jensen. They're pretty close together. There's about a half a second difference between them two. Laps to go. 14 likes here tonight, folks. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. Mark Whitley will take a lap 69 here, and that will be 64 laps he has led here tonight. Mark Whitley, Gary, Kyle, top 3. Not really any big battles. Now, what we don't want to see, though, is that late race. You know what? Sure, everybody out there is probably telling me to shut up and don't say it. But you know me, I got to throw my jinx in there a time or two. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, man. Knew Brantley was going to come out with something. No, I gotta say it. And no rubber duckies. Yeah, we don't need no rubber duckies. And just not very really anything going on here. Close battle though. Zach Duchier and Robbie Stewart. I'm gonna go ahead and just stay right here for right now. If Robbie Darnell, I think I said Stewart. If Robbie Darnell can get around Zach here. Asmero, hey buddy, been a while. What you doing out there? Hurlbutt, man, he's having a good race tonight in that number 19. Started 19th and 12th. Come into tonight 15th, down 4 spots in the points. However, you know, with a 12th place finish, definitely going to be a good points night for Keith. As long as he can hold it. But she's guaranteed a top 20, so definitely going to work out. 12th isn't bad. No, it is not. Eric, you are right on that. Yeah, 12th is not bad at all. Let's see here. I was on the battle here. And Robbie Darnell and Zach, they're still close together. Let's go ahead and continue to watch this. That would be for 7th, by the way. 144. Oh, I'm horrible at Pocono. I'm horrible at it. Turn 1 is the turn that usually bites me. I can get through 2 and 3 okay, but turn 1, because you get, you know, coming out of turn 3, you're, you know, by the time you hit turn 1, you're full up to speed, and you got to be very, very careful getting into turn 1. You got to slow it down just right, hit that, get your turn right, or it's over. So turn 1 is usually my kryptonite here at Pocono. Turn 4 gets you. I'm sure turn 4 does, because we don't have turn 4 here at Pocono. Robbie almost made a turn 4 though. I'm sure turn 4 gets you both. Yep. And there goes Darnell to the inside of Zach Duchier for 7th. Still has not completed it. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure turn 4 does get you. Eric Jensen and Brad Delph looking at it going on back here. Do you see a battle back here between the 99 and the 14? And the 19 now, Keith Hurlbutt, he's in trouble. Got some company with the 99 and the 14 here. Can Keith hold on to a top 12 here? I mean, at this point, I'd be happy with whatever position I finished. You're going to be guaranteed a top 20 regardless. But I think Keith is going to... Whoa! Keith almost down into the 99. Good knowledge. 99. 14 still on the tail of the 19. Oh, man, Brad, I just now noticed this, but Brad Delph has some front end damage. Does not look... Oh, here we go. We're going to have a yellow, and we caught that live right here on MaxspeedTV. Oh! Yeah. Just talking about the damage on the 14 there. 14 goes to the inside, and right there is the contact. 19 and the 14. Oh. And a late race yellow here tonight. Well, I guess I called it. So what is this going to do, folks? Is it going to help? Who is it going to hurt? Well, you've got, I think, a set of tires left. If you do, you use them. You got to. I'm going to set up a GWC here. Yeah, I jinxed them. I know it. I always do, dadgummit. You got a set of tires left. You come down pit road, and I do believe several of them do have a set. Most of them probably do. Wow, this is going to set up a very, very interesting finish here tonight. We're not done, though, as Mark Whitley is going to bring them down pit road here. So we're getting on to the pit exit. Get over here to this green cone. And it looks like Mark Whitley, wow, did he just do a 2-tire stop? Did he seriously just... I think he did. I think he just did a 2-tire stop. Wow. And I got Kyle Heath down a... Whoa, something happened to Kyle Heath here. 0.1. Uh-oh. I think somebody made a boo-boo. Kyle Heath with a 0.1. Literally, 0.1 box time. Something happened. Well, don't know if this is gonna be might be an unofficial GWC. Gonna be coming to 3 to go here momentarily, but this might be a GWC attempt. 4 to go right now. I'm sure Roden is out there looking at it here as well. It might be a GWC under regulation, but it could be a GWC attempt as well. So we'll see coming to the line. If the pace car lights go off, and the pace car lights are off, we are at 3 to go. It'll be 2 to go. So an unofficial GWC, still under regulation. 3 to go, 2 to go. We'll get green, white, and potential checkered. However, I'm going to go ahead and say it again, and I'm sure I'm going to get told to hush, but it's all right. I've already been told to hush again a time or two here tonight. GWC attempts, folks, the way it works is they'll go green. If we get the white flag, and then whatever happens after that happens. If a caution comes out before the white flag, we'll rack them up, stack them up, do it all over again. They do get 3 attempts at it, but this is an unofficial GWC, so this one don't count. We are still under regulation. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of curious on what's going to happen. All right, pace car will dive off to the safety of pit road out of 3. Mark Whitley, Gary Slapinski, Kyle Heath, Chris Paff, Kevin Roy. Top 5. Here we go. Pace car off and away. Coming to the Geico start restart zone. Green is out. Back and away here tonight. Here we go. Expect 3 wide, expect 4 wide. Possibility of an even 5. Gotta hit the white flag. Side by side behind them. Very, very close. Gomez. Brad Delph. Ooh, we got Blinky going on up here too. Not sure who that was. I want to say that might have been Zach, but looks like everything's okay. Down into 3. Can we get to the white? Watch the 22 of Chris putting pressure on the 13. Out of 3. Across the stripe. We're at 1 to go here tonight. Now all we got to do is get to the line. 22 of Chris Paff getting around the 13 of Kyle Heath for P3. Kyle gonna put it back to the inside. Back behind them too. The 12 of Kevin and the 21 of Zach. Even behind them. Brandon Sheets. Jeff Gilmore. Oh, the 12 up into the wall. Gonna lose some positions. Kevin Roy. Mark Whitley. Gary Slapinski. Kyle Heath back up to 3rd. Chris in 4th. Out of 3. Mark Whitley is gonna come away with the win here tonight at Pocono. Gary, no name in 2nd. Kyle Heath in 3rd. That is our podium here tonight. Chris Paff in 4th and Zach Duchier will round out our top 5. Wow, what a finish here tonight at Pocono. We'll get the top 3 down here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. Hang tight, folks. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our winner and our P2 here tonight. Congratulations goes to Kyle Heath on P3 here this evening. He does not want to be interviewed, but congratulations to Kyle on that P3 spot. We're going to go ahead and start here with our winner here tonight, Mark Whitley in the Harpoon Design Racing Team 77. Well, Mark, another, I would say dominating. I mean, you did kind of dominate the most laps led, but man, it was a lot of dogfighting out there here this evening, man. Kind of talk about it, the battle there with you and Kyle and several other drivers too at times. And then, of course, the unofficial GWC attempt there under regulation. Late race caution, man. We got to hear from you, bud.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Trying to balance running fast and saving tires up front. Be a little tricky sometimes, but I think it for the most part, got it figured out. That into that first stage, I think Kyle had saved his tires a little bit better than us and was starting to make inroads and kind of give us a really good battle there. And I think his car was better at the end. I was just able to defend really good and got the stage win. And after that, it was just I tried to go a little bit easier, tried to save the tires. He stayed with me a little bit more, and then I think he finally hit the wall one good time toward the end of the first run we had. And I think that messed his car up a little bit, and I was able to kind of pull away. And then I made up a good amount of time on pit road, and me and Gary both. So we were just kind of, trying to take it easy. I was trying to make sure I could maintain the gap back to Gary. Didn't want to burn my stuff up, and just have enough in case he caught me, or I'd have enough to race him at the end. And didn't want to see that caution. I went a little risky and decided to take 2 tires only because I really thought more people were going to do that because 2 tires seems to be pretty decent with these cars. So I took 2 on a gamble, and I think Will's the only car that took 2. And I really wanted to get clear of Gary on the restart, and I didn't. He hung on the right rear, and it got real snug in 1 and 2 when we went down to there. And thankfully, I was able to clear him and get up a good lane and just hit my marks. And on that last lap, I just treated it like it was a qualifying lap, and I think I set my personal best lap for the race on that last lap. So it was running for my life. It felt like, and it worked out pretty good. And then Gary came on P2. I think that's the 3rd or 4th 1-2 we've had this year. So it's always great when you can get a teammate, 1-2. The hell of a competitor. He's really fast. He keeps me on my toes. So I appreciate him as a teammate.
Yeah, definitely. So it seems like you and Gary right now, kind of the guys, to be, definitely a good, you two definitely work together. Very, very good. So, and that always helps having somebody, that works well with you, regardless of how your race may go, where his race may go, you guys are still there to support each other. And that's really kind of what all matters. And, to see what kind of can be done differently if you're not having the best of race. Gary, started on pit road here tonight. I had no idea if he was even going to be able to make it up. Even with the stage, I thought it would be difficult. Well, he kind of proved me wrong.
Yeah, he had a step away right at the beginning of the race, and he missed the start. So it wasn't an ideal start of the race for him, but it kind of worked out.
Yep.
And hey, at the end of the day, it's all that matters. It worked out and came on 1-2.
Yes, he did. Well, another 1-2 punch for you guys. Now, of course, next week, the first of 2 road courses here for you guys. We do go to Sonoma, the historic Cup version. Sonoma road courses, there is going to be stage caution or comp caution. That is going to be the only caution there. How do you feel about road course racing with stages, and how does it, kind of stack up with the oval side of it?
I personally, I love road course racing, and I think it's having stages without, that's the I don't really, I kind of like how NASCAR is done, where they kind of there's still stages on road courses, but there's no caution for them. I think that's more of a better thing when road course racing, because it's just the cautions take so long at road courses. So that's my only thing I don't like is when you get stages, it takes forever and it takes away from the action. And just feel like, be better just to have it go green, or just not go green, but just, if it goes green, unless there's a giant wreck that's blocking the track. I mean, I think that's my personal opinion, like how it should be done. I know, I'm just one person, so I mean, we'll do whatever the league wants to do, but I'm looking forward to it. I like Sonoma, fun track. I like this layout really good. Like that's my favorite layout. I didn't like the one they did with the little carousel, whatever they called it. So should be pretty good. Hopefully we can get back up there. Hopefully there won't be no more cars sneaking, just sneaking around like for me to run into like last week. So yeah, got a good little redemption coming off that week.
Oh yeah, definitely. So, well, Mark, awesome job here tonight, man, to winning it here at Pocono. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you wanna give before you go celebrate and get ready for Sonoma?
Oh yeah, big shout out Brantley Harpoon Design. He designed both me and Gary's car. He spotted for me and a little bit of Gary too until his guy we got to come and spot for him showed up after work a little bit late. But does awesome work on paint job and he does awesome work on race nights as spotting. Um, he kept messing with me. He was going to be looking half a track in front of me to make sure I didn't run into anybody else. Yeah, that last week. I mean, I didn't even see him until like 5 feet before I hit him. So that was a great camo car, I think. But shout out Harpoon Design. Like I said, check him out at harpoondesign.com. Get a form you can fill out if you want to get a paint scheme made. He does really great work. He gets back to you really quick too. So check him out. And shout out to my family. My parents just moved into their new house, so I know they're excited. I think they're probably sitting in the living room watching. My granddad, he tunes in all the time. I appreciate all of them tuning in. Watching my broadcast races. Last couple weeks it's been either really good or really bad. Last week here it was a 200 lap race at Charlotte and we only made it about 40 laps. And then last night I had another 200 lap race at Charlotte and only made it 7 laps. So this is a little bit better. So I'm glad they were able to see us bounce back and hopefully we can continue that momentum next week.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Sonoma, not one of my favorite races to call. I don't like calling road course, but it's on the schedule, and you guys pay for it, so we'll call it the best way we know how to here on MaxspeedTV, and we'll see you next week at Sonoma, man, for one of 2 road courses here this season. Mark, congratulations on the win here tonight. We'll see you next week, buddy.
That sounds good.
Yep, thank you. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to our P2 finisher here tonight. His teammate there in the 78. He was no name Gary here tonight. A little bit of a hiccup there at the beginning. Gary had to start on pit road, but nice comeback there, man. P2 finish here. I was a little nervous for you, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, you're Gary, so but you managed to, get out there as quickly as you can and finish right behind your teammate there. But one without a fight, man. You had to go through some traffic here this evening and had to slap the wall a few times here too, bud. Talk about it.
Yes, I did have to slap the wall a couple of times. It just, get back on the throttle and you think it's sticking well, and all of a sudden you just gets real tight, and you almost don't want to get out of the throttle, but you have to. Don't you hit the wall like I did a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a no harm, no foul type of thing. I didn't even get anything. It had to be fixed at all, so it must have been just a love tap, and not a big deal. A little scraped a little wall. I'll be fine.
Yeah, we did. We did see you hit it, and we ended up even looking at your car, and that didn't even look like you even got an incident point on that. So you didn't hit it too awfully hard.
No, yeah. I'm just looking at the end here, the stats, and I get no incidents, so that's good. I didn't hit it that hard.
Yeah, we was kind of concerned on the damage because you get damage even at Pocono here in these cars, man. It really, really plays a factor. I don't know exactly what the. It looked like everybody was doing a very good job out there hanging on to it. We did go late race here on a few drivers. Looks like there was some shifting. Y'all did have to shift here tonight. Was that difficult?
No, it really wasn't. You just had to find your little shift point. Whatever. It's just that rhythm. Once you find your rhythm and you keep it going, like the cautions. Every time there's a caution, you get out of rhythm a little bit, and you're like, okay, let me get back into this rhythm, and you almost hear the tone in the motor. You're like, all right, let's. It's dull rhythm, and you hear it, and it comes natural. Biggest thing is actually hitting your marks, like downshift and everything. It's real easy. It's just hitting your marks. That was probably the biggest thing, especially the tunnel turn. If you can hit that tunnel turn, great, or you can hit it way off.
Yeah, if you hit it the
So,
wrong
but
way,
it's
you
fun.
know what's gonna happen. It's gonna
Yeah,
sling you right up into that wall.
it does
Yep.
real bad too. So you have to be careful there. And I always try to be careful there. Sometimes not at the end there. I was going full throttle at the end there, trying to catch Mark. I mean, once I got up to him, it was just it was I couldn't. Actually, as I got closer to him, the car was getting worse. I was kind of like, the hell with it. And then the caution came out, and I was kind of like, it was a little tight there. I think he took 2 tires. It was actually, he said it was perfect right at the end for him. So for me, tires, it takes, like five,
Yep.
6 laps until they get really good and get a little heat in them. If it went a little longer, maybe I would have had something for him right there in the beginning. No, that was all Mark. So he did a
Yeah.
great job tonight.
Yeah, and he did, man. But another 1-2 punch here tonight for the Harpoon Design Racing team. Now, Pocono is totally different from, of course, the track we're going to next week, man. Sonoma, one of 2 road courses, bud. This is a stupid question, but how do you feel about road courses?
Uh, I don't like him at all, but I'll go on it. I tell you what, if I come home, anything what I did last season, I got like second or third, that would be fantastic. But uh, oh, I was if I get home top 5, I'll be happy. But I don't know how the competition is. I'm not good as Mark. Mark's really good at
Yeah.
real courses. Kyle he's really good.
Yes.
So I'm not beating those 2 guys. I guarantee it. I'm not beating them too. So I can, if I could come home third, I'll be happy. So.
Yeah, Kyle actually is the defending winner at Sonoma. So, Kyle Heath will be the driver, to watch, at Sonoma next week. Tonight, I was looking at you because you won it last season here at Pocono. So you were the defending winner here, this
Oh,
season. So, you always got to look at the defending winners and those, of course, who drive well on certain tracks. Kyle's going to be one of those guys next week to watch at Sonoma. If he gets up front,
yeah.
it's
Gonna
going to be
tough pass.
so hard to get around him.
Yeah. I saw him coming last year. I think when I looked at the film and just let him go because he was so quick. I'm not even gonna mess around with that. You know what I mean? I don't want to slow myself up and slow him up or whatever. Just when I see somebody come, I'm just gonna let him go anyway.
Yeah.
But he was so quick. I was just like, getting out of the way. Go ahead, buddy. I
Yeah,
got nothing for you.
Kyle's really good at road courses, so I definitely keep my eye on Kyle. That's one of the drivers I'm definitely going to keep an eye on next week is Kyle, and of course all the other ones. But it's those certain guys on road courses you've really got to watch because if they get out there and they just are on rails and on a tear, it's over. So but we got a week to worry about it. I'm sure you'll get out there and get some practice, Gary. One more question about tonight. I don't think I asked Mark this, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. On the long green flag runs we did have tonight, how did the tires hold up? Did they, what was the perfect lap, I would say, on a tire run?
This lap or
Yeah.
was it
Was
the
it like
best?
15 laps into the run, 20 laps into the
Uh,
run? When do you think they
I
really
think
started
my
to come in?
fastest. I think my fastest is like going by myself was like long run there. It was hitting like 9 to uh oh, it was a 53.9. And I hit a couple nines and that must have been like I think it was 5 and 6, a 5 and 6 lap, really
Okay.
quick for me. So it's like I said, it takes a couple laps for this thing to get heat in them. And I felt like that's where I'm the fastest that 5 to 6 area lap.
Well, I guess we'll find out next week. Of course, we'll see how everything lines up points wise going in. But Gary, awesome job here tonight on P2. Man, any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate and get ready for Sonoma?
I would like to thank my spotter. I'd like to thank Driven, thank Harpoon Designs, of course, my teammate here. I want to thank you, MaxspeedTV, everybody out there watching that, you know, again, week out comes out and watches us. I really appreciate it. And God bless, buddy.
All
Good night.
right. Yep. Well, thank you, Gary, man. Go have some fun, celebrate. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that is our 1 and 2 here. And again, congratulations goes to our Third place finisher here tonight, the Mean Marie Designs 13 of Kyle Heath on that third spot. Chris Paff fourth, Zach Duchier in fifth. Let's go ahead and get down here to the unofficial results, pending any admin stuff that they do have to do here tonight. But our winner, Mark Whitley, and what an awesome performance. They had to do it toward the end, but led a lot of laps here tonight as well. Mark Whitley, P1. Gary in second. Kyle third. Chris Paff, awesome job, Chris, in fourth. Zach fifth. Brandon Sheets sixth. Jeff Gilmore seventh. Clifton Ashley in eighth. Robbie Darnell ninth. And Kevin Roy rounding out our top 10. Jim Coleman-Spurger in 11th. Brad Delphin 12th. Gomez 13th. Keith in 14th. Jason Adams 15th. Eric Jensen 16th. Philip Bridgman 17th. Robbie Stewart in 18th. David Cassidy 19th. And Christopher Campbell in 20th. Buzz and Ryan did not start here tonight. But again, congratulations goes to our winner, Mark Whitley, here tonight at Pocono. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. 16 likes. Do appreciate that. A big shout out to, of course, again, Harpoon Design, Brantley Roden, coming on board again, sponsoring SRU this season. Robbie Darnell and all the admins for Sim Racing Unleashed and all the fans out there that tune in each and every week. Thank you again. But until next week, folks, at Sonoma, stay safe. Thank you all again, and have a good night.